Become a billionaire with the Akashic Records in 3 steps. So today I'm going to be bringing you the guides again to help you find the answer. So we say easy peasy. First, just ask, right? So to ask for what you want, you just have to be super crystal clear. But let us just say you cannot go into the Akashic Records and just be like, show me the money. Okay? It usually doesn't quite work like that, because if you just say, show me the money, then you might actually have money and have a really negative outcome. So you always want to put a little bit of caveat, which is say, please show me the money with ease and grace. Please show me money with a lot of fun, right? So as you're desiring more abundance in your life, you also want to have a really clear reason for why you want that abundance. Now, let us just really articulate this, because the bigger the reason that you have, then it's easier for you to have what you want, and more flow will come into your life. Now, let us explain why that is true. Because when you have a really big reason, what you're doing is you're energetically tapping into, let's say you want to help the children, then you're tapping into the energy of all the starving children out there, because they're also wanting to have more abundance. They're also wanting to improve their lives. So you're not just calling for yourself now, you're calling for all of them, and they're also calling for more abundance to come into their lives. So now your reason is really big, right? Because the reason is beyond yourself. Does that make sense? The reason is not just, I'm going to buy this really nice thing for myself. The reason is, I'm calling for all this abundance, not just for me, but for everybody else. So now it's your energy calling forward this reality. And then there's the energy of everybody else also calling forward the same reality. Now, this is very important for you to understand that, because as all of you are calling for this in reality, then it's kind of like combining all of your effort. It's like you've got a whole army behind you, and you're going to find that the first step of asking has a lot of power. Okay, it's a lot of power. Okay, as you have increasing power because you're connected to all their energies, and their energies are connected to you, you're going to find that you'll be able to create a lot of momentum towards that goal of becoming a billionaire. Because as you continue to share your desire to help humanity, to help the planet, you're going to find that the planet actually wants to help you back. Okay, the universe wants to assist you in this process of expanding, and expanding some more. So the first step, okay, ask, that's done. Okay, then it's sort of like there's a bit of that waiting time. Okay, so step 2 is not that you have to do a lot of things or you have to go hustle out there. The step 2 is sort of like this waiting period where you're elongating that time. You're relaxing and you're feeling calm and you're enjoying the process, right? So this is often the hardest thing for people. It's like, how do I just relax when I'm feeling so anxious and so impatient, right? So relaxing, we say, is the key to create anything, because as you're feeling relaxed, you're actually creating more and more. The vortex gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so you're speeding up the process of creation, if that makes sense. But if you're not relaxed about it and you're really stressed about it, then you're like, your fists are like this, and you're holding on super, super, super tightly, and you don't want to be holding on to your fists like this. Okay, you want to relax the hands and let them flow. And as you increase your happiness and your relaxation, you'll find that, oh, things magically come. Oh, the right people come. Oh, the right opportunities come. Does that make sense? So that's it. That's your step number 2, right? It's this period of kind of waiting, kind of doing something, kind of relaxing, just allowing it to flow. And ask continuously for a joyous state, because the joyous state is the fuel to get you what you want. Remember, joy is sort of like the gasoline that goes into the car, okay? So you want to pump gas into the car in order for the car to work, correct? So continue to be joyful. And then, of course, number 3 is allowing it to enter into life, receiving it. Now, here's a little funny thing. This should be the simplest step, but it's not. A lot of people resist it. It's kind of like they're climbing, and as they reach to the top and they're almost there, okay, they're almost there, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to give up. Okay, they sort of want to back off just right when they want to reach that goal. They're like, oh, this is too hard, I'm not going to do that. Okay, and a lot of people, it's like this, like if you're climbing the mountain and you're going up, you're like, oh, but the mountain's almost there. You're like, oh, I just can't make it, it's too hard. But you're only, like, let's say 30 minutes away from it, or 1 hour away from it, and you've already climbed for 3 days. So we say, make sure you don't give up. Okay, make sure you trust all the way to the end, because as you trust all the way to the end, then what you want will be coming to you. Does that make sense? So really, step 3 is fully trusting all the way to the finish line. And we hope that's super clear, these 3 steps. And with that, we are complete for today. Okay, everybody. So that was a lot of information, but I really hope that you understand this process a little bit more. It's just 1, 2, 3, right? It's not really rocket science, but I think it really does take a little bit of practice. So I hope that you will implement this into your life. And with that, we're going to be done for today. Please make sure you comment below and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.